Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Battle Droids from the Target exclusive Battle of Christophsis Battle Pack. These guys are pretty cool, and if you'd like to see their package, it's in the ATAP review. I just don't like to show large packaging more than once just because it's a pain to get in frame and everything. But anyway, you don't care about that, so let's go ahead and take a look at these figures. They're both practically identical, so I'll just measure one here. And he stands, let's see, about 4 inches to the top of his head, and then about 4.5 to the top of the antenna. So he's right at scale with all of your other Star Wars figures, and he comes with a couple accessories here. The first one is his blaster here. It's the same for both figures, so again I'll just show the one as I drop the figure here. And then the other side, no paintwork or anything, but that's not a huge deal. It serves its purpose and it's well sculpted, so I don't mind. And then he also comes with one of these. They both do, so you get two in the pack. It's a non-screen accurate big doofy blaster thing that we've seen before in the single carded release, and you just push down on the back, or is it push up? Yeah, it's push up. So and it fires out a missile. It's good for kids, but as a collector, I honestly just don't care about it. I'm glad they included it, because it doesn't take away from the pack, but it didn't need to come with it, and I personally don't care for it. So it's just up to personal preference on whether or not you want to use this for anything. As far as the figures themselves go, they're molded primarily in this kind of tan plastic, but they have some paint wash on them, which highlights all of the details on them and just kind of raises them up, a little bit as far as detail goes. So I'm glad they did that. Oh, one more accessory that I almost forgot about. The backpack is removable on both figures, so that's nice. As far as articulation goes, it's kind of limited. But like with the Super Battle Droid, it's kind of limited in a good way in some areas. Other areas, not so much. So we'll go ahead and run through that here. He's got a ball peg in the head, which is completely frozen, and I'm afraid that if I move it, it's just going to snap off. That's basically been like that on every one of these Clone Wars Battle Droid figures that I own. So that's just a terrible design there. I'm not sure why they couldn't have made that work. So that's not a good thing. That should work. He's got ball pegs in the shoulders, which give him, a decent range of motion. You can swivel them 360 and you can go out a little bit here. I think this was a a good solution to kind of pull off the shoulder arm or the shoulder articulation here, just because of how thin he is. He's got a hinged elbow with great range of motion there, and again that's just because he's so thin. You can actually put it in the wrong direction, which is funny. He's also got a cut joint here at the torso. It is at a weird angle, which is unfortunate, but they had to do that to preserve the sculpt, so I don't really mind. They do have, whoa, well there goes his leg. They do have a ball peg that works as a swivel in the hip, and that gives them, a decent range of motion. Again, just because they're so thin, you can basically fold them in half. And then there's no articulation in the lower half of the legs. And that's a good thing because then you can, get them to stay upright. Well, kind of. Their legs are, again, so thin that they're always warped from the package. So it's really hard to get these guys to stand. But Hasbro was definitely thinking about that when they sculpted this, and that's why they didn't put any articulation in the lower half of the body. So it's one of those times where less articulation is more, in my opinion. Some may disagree, but I personally think it's more effective that way. So if you have any comments or questions about these guys, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.